Hello there, my friends. So, I'm making this video to announce that today is exactly three three months uh 3 months of freeing myself from pills, from all the pills. I've been without them for 3 months. Today's 23rd July, and it's been 3 months. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy, sometimes sad, sometimes happy, and normal. So, all I want to tell, this is my new haircut. All I want to tell is when I quit the pills, it was a very hard time. It was quarantine in Slovenia, and as usually, I decided to uh, call my doctor. He didn't answer, and then I did it myself. Well, actually, it was father's pressures and idea to stop taking pills. I had a lot of them. I had anxiety and all that, and I was very, how can you say, uh drugged. Like drunk and so and slow, and I could not even finish this year's grade in the school. So when the quarantine started, this pill caused me to have a lot of troubles, actually, like a lot of unexplained pain in a brain and abdomen, and a lot of few things like mm, pain in the arm, in the heart. So um, we decided to stop it right there. Well, first of all, 10 days we lowered the dosage without the doctor's permission because he did not answer any calls or emails. Uh, we waited for the answer, but after I decided, and actually it was a little bit of that idea, he told me that it must be my decision, so and he could help. And my uncle, who actually has like uh alcoholism, he's now been clean for many years. He went to rehab and all that, and now he's a counselor in the rehab center in Russia. I'm sorry for umming so much because I did not really prepare the text or something, but I'm just recording this randomly. So before we completely stop, uh, 10 days passed with 50% lower dosages of about 7 different pills, and antidepressants, antipsychotics, and stabilizers, and also painkillers. Those were few other pills like painkillers, and I had problems with my stomach. How do I call it? Gastritis and or GERB, gastroesophageal reflux, reflux disease, and we stopped even those. It was on 23rd, and dad told me that I should try to quit all of those and see what happens. And so I stopped it. It was very hard because I was really addicted to the dosages and to like idea of taking this pill and putting it in your mouth and swallow it 3 times a day. So I'm clean now. 3 days or 4 days were the hardest because you have abstinence. You're like, I was really emotional, you can say. I was like, sometimes I just started crying and like crying so much, punching the wall and all that, or just start suddenly laughing without a reason. Like my dad gave me this tea and I started laughing. I couldn't even drink a tea. I was laughing for about 30 minutes. Yeah, and pain still existed for 7 days in my heart. So dad told me if I will have it for 10 days, the pain in the heart, then I should consult a doctor. So a 7 day passed of this rehab, homemade. It's dangerous. I do not recommend because it's extremely painful, I can say. It's painful experience. But I do not want to experience that again. So like pain I had before disappeared completely. And like doctors will keep telling me, well, we can't find the reason why you're having this pain in the head, in the heart, or something like this. They suggested I should go to the hospital back so they could sort out my pain, because I was like desperate to have maybe even harder drugs than I had for painkillers. They did not help. Nothing helped, unfortunately. And I know that the feeling of this dizziness and being high all the time because of those pills, like when you eat the pill you have this weird feeling that happens, and it was, I got an allergy for that. So if I ate the pill, the drowsiness starts kicking in, and I was like panicking and eating a lot of active coil we have. So so I could breathe and like clean myself out of this. So for 7 days I've been drinking a lot of cleaning juice and other like supplements and like valeriana, radix, and these natural things to calm you down. And especially I had to consider that I have a goal to get rid of this and to continue living normal life. So after 10 days I was feeling relieved. And actually those days when I was like when I was like in rehab, home rehab, I even I was very hyperactive. So I was like jumping. I had no sleep cycle. It's like randomly sleeping whenever I wanted, or if I didn't felt sleepy or something, I was like jumping around literally. And that was like, oh my god, when are you gonna stop this? I was it's smoking. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that again. So after that, after 10 days I was still jumping, happy and all that. Pain went away, but still had like kicks in the heart, like sharp pain. And I went to the doctor and I said that I quit the drugs. My general physician, and she said that she's not happy, that I should call a doctor, my psychiatrist, for this, and tell him that. And she told me that she's not happy with it because she told that what if something came back and I'll have to go back on pills. I said no, I'm sorry, I don't want those drugs anymore in my system. And I even lost weight quickly. I didn't even like do anything much, but before I stopped intaking the pills or drugs. I was 125 kilograms, and today I have 107 kilograms, and I'm proud of it. I'm on the way to the victory. And she measured my heart and told that there's nothing wrong with it, that probably it's like no side effect of cleaning and drugs in my system. Breathing became normal again. I could actually breathe after I stopped taking. Yeah. And then even about those hallucinations that I was having, I do not have it anymore. I can tell it stopped. But I can literally tell you that those pills cause me a lot of anxiety, a lot of addiction. Even though if they tell it that some of them are not addictive, one of those drugs, you do get addicted to it, seriously. Even for the not just the chemistry, but the fact of the pill. that you can literally take it and everything will be fine, but nothing were ever fine. And one of those pills caused me hallucinate. It was for about a few years after I've been taking those drugs. Suddenly an experience of real hallucination. But something is off here. I kinda knew it was hallucination because it was unlogic. It's like I went out of the shop and out of the shop and there were two girls sitting on a bench and talking to each other, like turned head to head to each other. But one of them did not even see me. I was like having her here. And suddenly, I was like in a distance, passing by, and suddenly she turned and said, "Don't look at me like that," and then turned back into normal speaking, like randomly. Because I don't even know those girls, don't recognize them. Why would she tell me that? It was weird and unexpected. And not even possible. The other girl was not even supposed to see me. The girl that told me to do not look at her couldn't see me. But still, like, turned and said it. I don't know. After that were like happening voices and sudden like calls. You can tell that it was very awful and terrifying, actually. And yeah, it was, I don't know what year it happened. I was released for a weekend out of the hospital and then came back. And like I was on open section and they release you for a weekend to go home and visit your parents, and I was like in shock, and I went out and suddenly this happens. And then it started often and I told my doctor about it. She told me that maybe there's like maybe there's like something wrong with my brain or something, like the connection. She explained it like trains and train station, like when trains go the way they are recommended to go, and some trains don't go exactly the way they want to, or something like that. I don't remember. And I was like weird because before I had like MRI scan of my brain and they didn't find anything. So I asked if it's possible that you don't have a brain damage or something like in your body that caused it. And she did not even consider to think of possibility that pills that could cause it. That she really thought that this was a disease or illness, mental illness. And I even asked a nurse one that there if it's even possible that you don't have something in your brain and still have hallucinations and those things. She said, "Oh yeah, it's possible, you know, like usual." So I was released and these things were happening. I went back many times. I even And the last time I ended up was more than 3 years ago. Uh, the doctor said that either I go live to my father's or go to the socially social socially protection institution in translation. I don't know how they call it here, because I was too much in the hospitals, visiting it too much. And then she said, if I come back, I will be literally without involuntarily admitted to there. But I saw where they, before going out, I went to that place where they tried to put me in, and when I saw that place, I said, it's like the end of the road, literally, because it was in between the mountains, old, rusty, and ugly building. I mean, far away from the society. Actually, well, you have that town near, right? But I told, how could I get to the school? They do not bother about the school. They just want to bother that I don't do anything or return back to the hospital. So that when I went inside, it was full, like literally sick people and lost people and with mental illnesses, problems, diseases like Down syndrome, and no, it's not disease. It's a syndrome, Down syndrome. I'm sorry, or sorry, but and a lot of people that simply could not live in the society, like the halls were so the halls were so tiny, and people were like pushing against each other, and there was like a lot of like labyrinth and poor conditions. And then they show me the restricted section. Literally, those people are, I was really sad for them, because they wanted me to put to the restricted session, and there it's like people that cannot function in front of normal people, or just, you know what I mean, like they were struggling, maybe even down on the life, and could not take care of themselves, and showed me the rooms, full rooms, like people were laying on the floor and all that. And after we like get a look at it, they told me that I could sign the papers and they will find me a bed. I said, no, I'm not gonna be here. I'm sorry, this could be the end of my road. Like literally, the end of the society and the end of my life. Like literally. What's the difference going to a hospital or this place when you can't even like go home whenever you like or something? I mean, You can go in the restricted section in the hospital too, but still, it's like I did not like that place. And I thought, how the hell to climb out of this, I call it curse, uh, to not ever go there because I do not want to go there. And then we went back to the hospital. The hospital arranged with the social worker to look around. It's like was 2 hour ride, really. And after I got a look through this, and they said that I could rethink, and then the doctor told, well, father had an idea if I could go to his place, and the doctor told me either I go to the father's place or in this institution, social institution. And I refused, so I decided to go to father's place. So I got to my father's. I got a letter from this institution that they found a bed for me. I was like, hell no. That they are like waiting for me. And I was like, hell no, I did not. I told you I don't want to go there, and I did not decide or reconsider to go there, and literally ignore it. Actually, when I was at father's home, it was very hard too, not just at mother's, because he was like, I don't know what his problem was. He was like always this joking about me, about my diseases, and did not want to hear anything about them, or like literally refusing to work with me or do anything, like making fun of me, literally, like telling me that I'm a narcotic, or no, that I'm a druggie or junkie. Literally, he told me that I'm a junkie. A few times I even almost got there back in the hospitals, like, you know, when they tell you that you cannot get addicted to going back to this hospital. After that after that I lost my track. So he was like told me either if I ever go back, that I'll never see my birds that I got back then, or house or anything, and that he will like leave me, because he doesn't want to deal with me. I understand, maybe it's painful for his experience to see his daughter like dying, he said. He even wanted to sue my psychiatrist for killing me. So this is the story. But after that, he was like always talking just about those drugs, when I'm gonna quit it, when I'm gonna stop. If I told like something like, Daddy, my head hurts. Of course, because you're drugged. If you stop drugs, and you will relieve yourself. And I do not want to see you high. So I had to hide a lot in my rooms, and when I was pissed off, I was like, literally, those were like last months before I quit, and I was like literally not trying to kill myself, sometimes even that, but I did not know why I still experience these awful feelings and all that. Maybe because he was like phys- uh, psychologically, I call it torturing me. And he told me that I do that I was like psychologically torturing him, that he's like a little angel, and the like little innocent angel, that he did nothing wrong, and nothing wrong with that in the past. Even when the investigation was going, when we ran away with my mother, we had to go away, and there was an investigation. I'm not gonna tell you why, and nothing happened because there was not a lot of evidence, I guess. But something is off, and he still thinks that he did nothing wrong, that we with my mother just made up everything, and that mother just needed the excuse to run away, as he says. And so that's a lot of today's story, but what I'm trying to tell you, that I think those pills caused me a lot of those symptoms, like hallucinations, pains, and other diseases that you get. They tell you that, yeah, but what's better to they help you because they want to reduce the most important cause, the most important cause. The other can wait, but right now I think I don't even have that reflux anymore. Like literally for 2 or 3 months I've been out of it, and I even got the period. And this came up really uncomfortable, because since the childhood, when I got my first period to the end, it was like I was like that I could even fall unconscious and like horrible pain, laying for 2 days in the bathroom waiting to throw up or have a diarrhea or both. But those pills caused they stopped the menses, the period, for a few years. I did not have it, and after a month of quitting the pills, I literally had it, one, and after that another one, and it was very painful. I lost conscious. I thought, here we go again. No, oh shit, here we go again. But still, I'm thankful that I don't need those pills anymore and experience the troubles with my bowels, stomach, Had headaches and heart problems, weight gain, and all that. I do not have it, like most of the stuff. I don't know if mm, my internal tract or esophagus is okay yet, but I guess so, because I don't have a reflux anymore. Well, sometimes it happens, like a little bit, sometimes really rare, like if I drink something like coffee. I even reduce the coffee for like weeks. I stopped coffee because of heart pain and intake of black tea and a lot of other intakes. I think in the beginning of this year, or yeah, I think so. For like, I stopped even eating meat. I went vegetarian. I was vegetarian before, like for many years. Then I started again because of diet and other things. Then I quit again. Then I started and quit, and now I even quit eating fish. That's not really healthy, but I stopped it. And well, actually, meat made me sick. Like, I like it, but when you eat it, when I ate it, it literally, my stomach felt very sick that I could throw up. Like, I could not like take it. And a fish, then actually I do love animals, and I ethical reasons and physical reasons I don't eat meat. And I still eat like dairy product, but not a milk. Don't like the taste of it. Still eating like cheese and all that. Try to eat more vegan. I do eat eggs, but only from the farm I know. It's a small farm, not that far away from here. Like, you can literally 15 minutes away of walking. They have like a little fridge there outside, and you can buy eggs and milk and other products. But the reason why I ate there, because I know those chickens, because you can literally see them running. They have a field, green field, and like a net, and there are like 3 chickens. They do not give out it for meat, but they are only chickens, no roosters. They're pretty funny, you know. You're like walking to the net, and they're like all gather and like look at you, that you're gonna that you're about to give them food or something, or just interested, and like walk around you and look at you, and very curious and beautiful. And that's like my diet. I prepare food, lots of different food that I try. Like, I try to prepare my own food. Usually it's like I eat in small portions. try to look for calories right now, because it's time to lose even more weight, because belly. No, I just why I wanna lose weight, because it's unhealthy, and then still my BMI is still high, and it's it's really it's really uncomfortable, because I don't have a condition. What how they call it, like I started exercising just the start. Maybe later some more pressure on it. I'll do my work. I try to eat a lot of fresh food, like vegetables, veggies, and fruit. And I prepare my own food. The kind of I like the taste of it, and I like to try something new sometimes. But I still stick to literally and just enjoying the life. And maybe I could tell that I become a little bitchy sometimes, especially to my father. Maybe just because now I can literally say things. Like I'm really free, you know what I mean? And maybe I hurt people, I know. And sometimes I just blindly start pointing out points or something, I don't know. And father doesn't like it either, so I'm like weirded out. Before I quit the pills, he was like, "You're always drugged and all that, you're junkie and all that, and don't even talk to me." And now I talk too much, and maybe even too much, and he's annoyed again. And now he doesn't talk. Well, he does sometimes, of course, and sometimes he laughs and he's nice, but other times he's like, I don't know, gets his periods, and well, I could tell that now that I'm without those pills, I feel easier and relieved. After the quarantine ended and schools opened, I even finally finished the second grade of medic nursing school. I know I'm 24 and I still didn't finish the nursing school or second grade for like 7 years or something, and I have to pay for it, of course. Now I don't even have an option for like regular school. I don't know how to, like, college or something, but I have goals now, and really, and I'm happy to learn, to finally express myself. Sometimes be funny, sometimes cry, and maybe changing something in my life for good, and better, and really better. And I know I don't wear makeup a lot, but like I started to put it on a few weeks ago again, I did not had it for many years. Maybe just for the style. And now I have goals like finishing finally the damn school and pursue a medical career and maybe acting career. I assigned to this, how they call, official page for auditions, and I made a profile with a professional photographer, and there I went and I paid for the access, and now I can, maybe it's like a hobby to act again. I really wish to be in the movies. I've been in a movie in 2020. In 2012. Not 20. Oh, god damn it. I'm sorry. 2000 and... You got me there. Still, it was a long time ago. I was in gymnasium or college of contemporary dance and art. Like, I was there and I was in a movie of like a cast with a role. Because I've been on talent and talent show, Slovenia's Got Talent and all that, I found the footage, it's really embarrassing, but I was like really enjoying it, and I thought I could sing, but there were like people were telling me, yeah, you're so beautiful singer, you're incredible, and talent is 7%. I did not work on what I've prepared for the act, but it included the interpretations of animals and singing the diva dance. And they told me, the judge told me that it's not singing, just interpretation of the opera. But I literally sang it, like note for note. But they said, all of them, they said yes, and I went to the second round and all that. But I don't know. I was keep thinking I have an incredible voice or something like that. And when I came to the auditioning for the movie Gremo mi po svoje second part, in audition, I showed them what my voice can do, and they were like shocked. Probably, like I really like showed some animals inside me. And they took me and when they asked me why I want to be in this cast, I told I just want to make people laugh and happy, even if it include like making fool of myself or something. But it was a very nice experience, actually. I really enjoyed it, and it was really nice. 2020, I remember right now. 2020, and 2 months of shooting. I was like cast crew, no, casting there, and also with some roles like in front of the camera to show the horse, or when we shoot in a studio, I was like walking around the hall and we were thinking what should we add to this scene. I was like, how I was like doing like alien voice. I call it alien voice, and the helper of director heard that and told that to the director. He was like, show it to me. And I showed him. I was like, that's what we need. And yeah, I just, when I had this experience with movies, I thought this is my thing. And I was still in College of Contemporary Dance, and then the hospital starts kicking in. I started going to the hospitals and all that, psychiatric hospitals, yeah, and for many years I was like quiet and could not even like work with my voice, and it was like I lost it. I lost my voice, I lost my talent. I did not even consider to train it back again. I started smoking, rolling tobacco and all that, and pipe, and I literally lost it. I've tried to make a comeback on a stage, but it did not work. And now I can say it's when I stopped taking the pills, the interpretation is slowly coming back, or voiceovers started to coming back, but I think I should just give up myself to a teacher, like singing teacher. So I'm now searching for a job to pay for private teacher, and considering to it like a hobby for now. Even the acting career is now for a hobby. Main focus is school, finishing this nursing school, and then going to like higher rank, the high medical school for nurses. And I do wanna go to France, working there as a nurse. I'm now learning French slowly, step by step, I think. And in this September, I hope till then I get some kind of job and money to get a hobby like martial arts for my own reasons. I was like training my Aikido before and it helped me. I want to go back to martial arts and self-defense and raise my voice, get a teacher and get my voice back and even improve it. I'm sure I can do it. And finish the school. It's for now these goals, and get my own apartment, and I hope it will be big enough to enter new animal species, not just these birds I have that you hear in the background. They're very lovely, uh, and it's the sound of the cage you can hear. uh, the bird's name is Gogol. It's a cockatiel, and probably he's just annoyed because I don't talk to him right now, and he wants attention. Another piece, three birds I have two budgies. Lovely budgies, I love them so much. And they're like preoccupied by each other, except Gogol. He's like really he's like really personal to me. Literally, he likes me, I guess. He's not so connect with other birds. He tries to connect with them, but maybe he's like attached to me. And I love him. He's a lovely little bird, little cockatiel. I love him very much. He sings for me, he talks for me. Other birds talk to me too. And well, they don't talk, they squeak and sometimes scream, and like this little chat they having. It's so lovely. You can sleep in the bed with them, like singing. They do not even bother me. It's like I can sleep all day and not waking up to their screams. Yeah. And I do consider to have like other birds, maybe bigger or different kinds. Well, of course, you have to get bigger apartment and accessories for those birds, and I do have that in mind. First of all, financially standing up, then the birds or other species. I don't know, maybe some guinea pigs. I had them for a few months when my friend had to give me because she was moving, and I had them. Then I had to return them. Maybe some other animals. I love actually all animals, even spiders. You know how lovely they are, right? So small and scared, and like really interesting, you know, snakes and all that. But if having a snake and a bird, it's not quite good combination, or bird and a cat, and maybe birds in the cage. When the cat comes to the room and other ways, we'll just have them, like they say, watch over, because you don't know what a cat says, or a dog. Maybe have a dog and all that. Get a job, get a life, get a hold of myself, and say goodbye to the old miserable world. So thank you for listening. Some more stories will follow up, and I'm really proud of 3 months free of drugs. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye.